Welcome to Physics for Engineers 062. I'm Miss He, your unit coordinator for this unit. You will be seeing me for the whole semester, teaching you for your lecture and tutorial workshop sessions. So let's come and grow together in this unit. So hopefully by the end of the semester, you will be able to explain the physics terms and concepts. So this one is basically about understanding the theories of the topics that you are going to learn in this semester. And for physics, definitely there will be some calculation questions. So it is not only an independent unit, but somehow you need some mathematical techniques in order to solve the questions. Alright, so at first you have to analyze the questions, understand what the question wants, followed by solving the questions with calculation. And the third learning outcomes is about the group project. So you will be having some hands-on practical works. So in this semester, it is something hybrid. So you might be handling some virtual work, and if possible, you can do some face-to-face practical work. Okay, so you have to do this in a group or in a team, and with the applications of physics knowledge that you have learned in this semester. So at the end of the semester, you will be asked to submit a final product as a whole team. So in this semester, I have a plan for you. So I call this as study plan 012. So there are 3 steps: step 0, step 1, and also step 2. Step 0 is all about the pre-lecture preparation, or we call it as pre-classes preparations, meaning that before you come to class, there are something that I want you to do. Okay, so if you look on the Moodle, all the item under each topic that is labeled as 0 is what you will have to get yourself prepared before you come to any online or face-to-face classes. So basically, there are definitely there will be the lecture videos, pre-lecture videos. So you have to go through them. So this aims to help you to have the rough concepts of the certain topic, so that when you come to class, you have something in your mind already which you are expected to know, or which you wish to know. Or maybe you can also prepare some questions to ask me in the classes. So some pre-lecture preparation also includes some pre-lecture exercises and some lab simulation. So if there is any, please try them, please go through them. Okay, so that when you come to classes, it's easy for you to pick up and to understand. Okay, moving on to step 1. So step 1 is divided into 2, 1A and 1B. A refers to all the lecture classes. 1B refers to the tutorial workshop classes. So during lecture section, I will go through whatever is inside the lecture notes with you. Okay, covering from the conceptual review to the work example. So I will go through all the questions together with you so that you know how to solve conceptual questions. So this aims to reinforce the concepts that you have learned. Followed by the tutorial workshop session. So in order to help you to recall what you have learned, maybe after 1 or 2 days. Okay, so we will go through a very short summary. So since this is a summary, please bear in mind that summary is only for revision purpose. Do not expect by just reading the summary, it can help you to master the whole topic. No. Okay, you must have actually studied or understood the topic first. Then the summary session is only a tool to help you to recall what you have learned during your revision for any exam. Alright, so you can develop your own summary, or you can use the summary that I have compiled for you. Okay, it's up to you. But please do not just study summary as if this is the only way for you to prepare for your exam. You will never score. I would say you will never understand by just reading the summary. All right. So during the tutorial workshop sessions, we will start off with the summary notes first, then move on to all the review quizzes and the workshop activities and also exercises. So the exercises during the tutorial workshop will be slightly difficult. So this will be more on like independent calculations. So during tutorial workshop is your show time. Usually I will expect you to work by your own, but if you have questions, you can also ask me. And since in this unit we do not have any lab component, so you might have to do some practical work during the workshop activities. Alright, so I will inform you from time to time what you need to do and what you need to prepare for the activities. Okay, so all these aims to enhance your understanding and help you to apply the concepts as well. Okay, so after tutorial workshop, then the rest again is on you again. So step 2 is after class exercises. So these are your own revision or your own effort in understanding the topic. So if you look at Moodle, all the items labeled as number 2 are all the self-exercises that you can do after the classes. So there are some advanced practice problems. So inside the advanced practice problems, the questions are more difficult than the tutorial workshops questions. Okay, and there are also some review quiz. So for example, during your revision, you don't know where to start because you don't know where you don't know, right? So you can actually go through the review quiz. So that can trigger you. Oh, this part I'm quite weak at this part, so let's study that part again. Okay, so you can attempt as many times as you want, anytime, anywhere. As long as you go and attempt, no harm for you to try more, right? Okay, so there are also some revision questions that you can do under the revision dashboard, which covers the past year questions and also the clinics questions. Yeah. So assessment, the most important component or the most important things that you must first know before you start to work for this semester. Okay, so we have 3 assessments: midterm, group project, and final exam. So these are the due date of each assessment. So for exam, midterm and final, okay, these are the marks allocation: 20% from midterm and 40% from your final. Okay, so the purpose of having this exam is to evaluate your understandings in a given period of time. And please bear in mind that these 2 exams, they are individual assessment. Individual here means that it must be solely your work only, meaning that it must be all done by you without discussion with other living human. Living human here refers to your friends, your BFF, your parents, your brothers, online tutors, and so on. Okay, you are allowed to refer to notes, to your exercises that you have done before, and also some non-living things, yeah, but not discussions with other people. Okay, so if you are caught to discuss with other people, then you will be then we will treat you as academic misconduct. Yeah, so if you are being caught as academic misconduct, that will leave a bad record in your academic record, which is not good for you. Okay, so the topics that cover for midterm is from chapter 2 to 4, which is 3 topics only. Alright. As for final, from 5 to 10, 6 topics. So the marks and location are also different. Okay, so please mark down this date for your midterm. Okay, you can take your phone to screenshot this page or mark down into your calendar on Thursday 2 to 4 p.m. Malaysia time. Okay, this is when you are going to have your midterm. So the exam will take place on Moodle. Okay, so the details information will be released when the time is nearer. But what I want you to do now is to mark down the date and reserve it for the physics midterm. Have you done it? Alright, so next we will have our project assessment. So project assessment is a team work. So during project assessment, this is when you get to apply the knowledge and you get to polish your teamwork and some soft skills. Okay, so the further information about the project assessment will be recorded as another video after I get the confirmation from the collaborators. So for this semester, we want to do something different and we are inviting some collaborators from non-science background. So hopefully through this collaboration, you can learn something different. Yeah. So but what I can tell you now is that the theme of your project will be whoever said physics was boring. So basically, you will have to perform some magic tricks that is related to physics. So at the time being, before I get the confirmation from the collaborators, what I want you all to do now, perhaps you can start to look for the ideas for magic tricks. And you are expected to do the pitching session about your magic tricks and followed by the physics concept explanation. Okay, so the rubrics, and this is what you have to do. So I will record this as another video. Okay? But for the time being, what you have to do now is to look for the team member. Okay, form a group of 6 members, consists of all these roles. Okay, producer is basically the team leader. Secretary is someone who will jot down the minutes of meeting or who is helping producer to do some paperwork or to do some to help the producer to inform the team member about the things to follow up. So researcher will be someone who help with physics concept development. So these are someone who is good in or who is better in physics unit. Designer will be someone who will design how the magic tricks is being performed. Okay, or let's say if you need some videos or media to help you, so designer will also take charge of this. So IT personnel will be someone who is in charge, who is very good at programming. So you might need to do some research on how to design something, let's say design the media online, design or even design our exhibition platform. Okay, so I will review them one by one when the time comes. And Toastmaster, because since our target will be someone without physics background, so instead of using all the technical terms that we learn in physics, maybe we need some layman terms so that people from all types of background can understand what we are talking about. So Toastmaster is someone who is better in English, so you will help your team member to polish their language so that it sounds more layman, so that those without science background, they can somehow understand our explanation. Yeah. So once you have confirmed your team members, then you can choose the topic on Moodle. Alright, then start to work as a team. So there are a few submissions that you need to do. Tentatively on week 4, week 7, and week 10. So I will inform you also when the time is nearer. We will be having a supervised meeting on week 2. So supervised meeting is when all the team members must be present. So I will be there to guide you on your meeting, and you can actually reserve your first meeting during the supervised meeting, or if you are dynamic, fast and dynamic, you can have your first meeting definitely before the supervised meeting. But during the supervised meeting, what I will do is I will go from group to group to listen to your ideas, and if you have questions, you can always ask me. Okay, then how to work as a team. I will need you to download all these templates on Moodle, then follow the guidelines to convert them in Google Drive, and grant your team member and also me the access to edit your document. Okay, so you can always refer to the Moodle on how to do this, under project dashboard. So these are the program calendar for this semester. You can find this in your unit outlines. Okay, so this probably is the tentative calendar first. I will have to wait for the reply from my collaborators. So check on them. If you have any issue, you can let me know as well. The past requirement in this unit. So if you look at the learning unit outline, there is a past requirement. So basically, you will have to score the marks or the grade which is greater than 50 marks or grade 5, and attempt the final in order for you to pass the unit. But definitely, if you can score higher, I would encourage you to go further. Okay, think bigger and see how high you can go. Okay, do not limit yourself, okay, by just aim only I want to score 50 to pass. Okay, who knows, you are actually a genius in physics, you can score 100. Okay, so if you have any questions, you are always welcome to email me at this email address, and you can also post your inquiries on forum. Okay, so whenever you ask anything on Moodle in this forum, we will get the notification. Okay, so other students will also get the notification, so who knows, they can also help you. Okay, so don't be shy to ask questions. When you ask, there is never a stupid questions. Because who knows, the question is also being lingering around others' mind, but they do not dare to ask, and you are the daring one. So you actually save the whole class. Alright, and I would say there is no stupid questions, but they were just people not willing to ask. So rather than you make yourself very troubled by I don't know this, I don't know that, just be brave to ask. Okay, so when you ask, you will know. But if you do not ask, you remain as a fool forever, which doesn't work since you have already paid the fee, right? Okay, so that's all for the briefing sessions.